Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Washington Nationals March to October. We're starting out down in the minors today. We have a fast track player lock to play with, I looked up how to pronounce it, Simone Muzziotti. He's a center fielder, 26 years old, 64 overall, C potential. As you can see, not having a very good start to this season so far, so he's the perfect candidate to want to fast track and bring up to the bigs. It is kind of frustrating that we have center field prospects like James Wood, who's not on the 40-man, Elijah Green, who they didn't add to the 40-man, but they go out, they sign a guy like this, put him on the 40-man, and now he's the guy we're fast tracking instead of somebody like James Wood, who could get called up with a good fast track. Now, I won't say that I'm eliminating the possibility of calling this guy up because Kevin Kiermaier is a special kind of bad this season, but it would take a pretty healthy upgrade to want to take a chance on this guy. But that's okay, that might secure us an upgrade right away. That is a double down the line. Dang, dude, I have so many struggles with player locks. Doesn't matter if it's in the bigs or in the minors. So that is huge to come out of the gates with something like that. And that grounder is going to drive me in. So a leadoff double, they bring me around to score. That's pretty good. I would not be shocked if that alone secures us a plus. Oh, that was the pitch to do more damage on, and I waited too long for it. Oh, that's rough. All right, at bat number 3, it looks like the same pitcher's still out there. Okay, and then he decided he wanted to spot every pitch perfectly on the edge that at bat. That wasn't fun. All right, here we go. Another AB. We got a new arm out there, and it's a lefty. Okay. Oh my God, we got that good swing in the first at bat, a pitch to hit in the second one, and now everything's been a dot since then. Oh my God. Oh, he went back to the same spot. There's just not enough power in that bat. Well, with each unsuccessful at bat, I'm more and more worried that double and run is not going to be enough. We got one more chance here, same lefty out there. And that is the exact type of slider that always fools me when I'm looking for the heat up and in, so we'll have to see. Probably got one more defensive chance here, and then that'll be it. Wow, Reynaldo Lopez is about to throw a complete game here. 1-run complete game down in, I don't even know, are we in Double-A? I think this is Double-A. We did get a plus. All right, so I was right from the start that 1 double and 1 run out of 5 plate appearances was enough. So now it'll be all about seeing how much of a boost he got, because I don't know. I'm very, I don't know. I'm considering calling him up if they give me the chance. And here's that chance, and I don't know. He only got up to a 69 from that. He got plus 10 to his contact both ways, vision and discipline, and everything else plus 2. That is a pretty standard fast track player lock boost right there. But I can't call him up here because there's no guarantee that when I do call him up, I'll do good enough to get another boost. And if I don't, then we will have just called up a 69 overall for, well, I don't know. I don't know if I would send Kiermaier straight down. It'd be either that or, yeah, I'm definitely not calling him up. But at least he got a boost. B potential, 26, you never know. He could be a pretty solid piece coming up through the system if we need him. We could see him again before it's all said and done, but for now, he's gonna stay in the minor leagues. And we won a game. We don't have any momentum to go off of. And now we're back to scouting, and this dude I had a lot of high hopes for. It looks like that's come down a bit now that he's half scouted. I mean, everything's still looking really good. I'm gonna get him to fully scouted, but with that power, that speed, and that fielding, I'll probably move him over to Cody Sable, though. I guess when we signed Eddie Flores as a scout, he had just low enough efficiency that it's only 45%. Oh, but then I guess we do also have this guy, Yamazaki, with one of the best names and facial hairs you're gonna see. Looks like everything that was positive about him, which was mostly that right side there of fielding, that's all come down, so he's not quite as big of a hit. See, I don't know how much this matters. All of our scouting of the pitchers, it got the 18-year-olds up to 95%. I don't know how much of a difference that last 5% makes. Like, do I want to go one more week just to get it full, or is this fine? I mean, we found some good ones on the upper end, or a good one. We found a Newhouser from Germany. They have him ranked 60. We have him ranked 1 now. I don't know if anything about him looked super amazing, but it doesn't look terrible. I don't know, honestly, scouting these guys in bulk, we don't even really need starting pitching. It's just kind of, you may as well, because you get to scout a ton of guys at once. I'll just look through it more conclusively once we actually are going to draft time, and then I can figure out if there's anybody worth taking. Man, he does still have 92 efficiency. I would not have thought it would be that close. Like, you'd think over 90 would be the maximum, but I guess between 92 and 95 is where that 5% comes in. All right, so I have Peter Francisco with Cody Sable now to get him fully 100% scouted. Thomas Patton, our pitching guy, I took off of general scouting. Got him scouting this one guy here, a relief pitcher, closing pitcher actually, who look at what the potential is there if he hits on the higher end. He's got a fastball, cutter, slider, but that cutter, you're estimating faster than the fastball. Is that an outlier cutter? That'd be kind of cool. And then Alejandro Marte is an unranked guy, but he has a pretty, the contact looks like it could be really good. Vision and discipline, and then everything fielding wise, I guess, except for the fielding rating itself, but he's fast with a good arm, so maybe we can uncover something there. We're about halfway done with the scouting now. It seems like it's moving so fast. Does not feel like that long ago that I was just doing last year's draft. I wasn't keeping up with how we did in those sims, but I don't think we did amazing. Maybe we gained a game here, 18 and 22, still only 4 games back. They're letting us hang in there, and they're also giving us another game where we got to make a comeback. We haven't been able to do that yet. If I'm keeping track of the full games I've played, I think 4 of them we've had to make a comeback. I've lost all 4 of those, and then in 2 of them, we've had the lead, and those are the ones I win. If we can actually make a comeback in one of these, that would be all we need to turn things around. We're going to get a lot of momentum from this, and that would just set us on fire. Before we get in, though, we're about a quarter of the way through the year, and we haven't done much keeping up with the league or our players yet. So let's see what's going on with the league. We're already pretty familiar with our division. It's surprisingly weak right now, but the NL Central, it's the Cardinals right now with the Reds in second, and then over to the West, it's the Padres out in front. They're down to ranked 16th now, though. Dodgers still ranked 6th. That's a pretty weak division these days. And then over to the AL East, the Yankees are in first, ranked 5th, and then the White Sox, they're finally putting it together over in the AL Central, tied with the Twins for the division lead. And then the AL West, it's still those Astros. But honestly, there's no division where anybody is like established themselves as the team yet, it seems like. Everything's still pretty close. Teams are hanging around. And as far as our team's going, quick little stat update. Ian Happ is amazing. He's creeping up towards 99 contact versus lefties. Batting .340 with 5 bombs, 12 doubles, .422 on base. What more do you want out of your leadoff hitter? Luis Garcia, he's going up with some stats, only a couple bombs. Average on base is all right, but when I looked at him earlier on my own, he's having some fielding issues, and it's actually enough fielding issues to bring his WAR negative right now. I don't really know why. He's got a pretty solid fielding rating, so unless it's like all throwing errors, which it could be, hopefully he can turn that around. Juan Soto is obviously raking. We knew this would be how it is. Good signing so far. His overall has even gotten a little better. Joey Meneses is doing pretty solid too. Average on base and slugging are a little down, but that's saying down from back-to-back MVP seasons, so it's still pretty solid. Keibert Ruiz is struggling a bit from his last couple seasons. Average and on base way down, even the slugging. His overall has actually gotten one better though. I didn't notice that. Matt Chapman, it says he's cold, but he's actually he's pretty much in line with last season, really. And if he does that, that's fine by me. He had a really good year last year. Gavin Sheets has got a little fire symbol next to him. 6 bombs so far. He's doing pretty decent. Rest of his numbers looking pretty similar to last year. Rosario is, I mean, a little better than last year, except for the slugging. He's just getting a lot more normal hits, which is fine. The fielding struggles have come back, though, and maybe even worse than last year, because last year, I mean, it calmed down near the end. He made most of his errors in the first half, but the fact he's already almost at the amount of errors he had last year, not a very good sign. And then we already kind of talked about Kiermaier a bit. His numbers have actually come up in that last sim, but it's still not. Lane Thomas has not replicated last season at all. It's going to make him a little less valuable to trade if that is a thing that happens. Isan Diaz hasn't done great yet either. Jorge Alfaro's been struggling, and then Josh Bell has been pretty solid. He has that fire symbol next to his name, but regression's hitting him a bit. Pitching is probably where our troubles come in, though. Adone's struggling. Snell's brought his numbers down. Even Cavalli, who is probably our best pitcher so far, has a 4.37 ERA with a 1.75 WHIP. Walks are a big issue right now for him. Maybe we don't consider him our best pitcher, because Gray is probably doing a little better. Actually, Strasburg. Who would have thought we'd still be hanging on to Steven Strasburg at this point, down to a 74, but he's kind of pitching like our best pitcher. Except for the home runs. That doesn't look that great. Gore's numbers are somewhat stabilizing now that he's in the bullpen, but he's still got a long way to go. Jordan Hicks is actually struggling, which I don't like to see, and it's having an effect on his attributes. But a lot of walks, a lot of homers, a lot of everything that's not good. Ferguson hasn't been great. Sandlin has actually, well, it looks like from when I last saw, he's given up some runs, but he was doing really nice. And then it's really Scott Effross and Dominguez. They're kind of holding it down in the back end, it looks like. Dominguez still hasn't blown a save. He's up to 10. And we are ready now to go into our next game here. We've got a 2-run deficit, but we have 2 on. Of course, we have to have 2 outs, though, because they can't make it easy at all. But a big hit here maybe drives in both. We have speed on first. It's Rosario up with a lefty out there. Let's check things out before we get started here. And we have 11 hits on the board, and everybody that has a hit has at least 2 hits. Happ and Soto both have doubles. Another error from Rosario. Cade Cavalli, 7 walks. We can't be doing that. That's like a White Sox pitcher's start. But at least Jordan Hicks came in and has been doing pretty good. Okay, and that was probably a pretty decent pitch to just, like, you know, destroy. Okay. Rosario, that's going to drop in. I got to keep him at third. Yeah, that was Newt Bar out there with 88 arm. That's probably a good decision to have held him up. But now that just means we need another hit from Kiermaier. Okay, maybe we get somebody else in. Okay, no, actually this should work out fine because Lane Thomas was a pinch runner for Sheets. So if I bring in Bell to pinch hit right now, then he can just move over to first. And then Thomas can play the outfield and we'll figure it out from there. This is actually a perfect situation. Come on, Josh Bell. Oh, I gotta wait back. That is like the easiest pitch I could have asked for. Oh, stay in the box. Let it hit you. And that's not gonna go anywhere. I just barely missed it. Can we get one break on a not so great swing? All right, we've got the defense figured out. Jordan Hicks actually, after 3 innings, still has a lot left in the tank. I'll leave him in for the first 2 hitters. And there we go. We got a 1-pitch grounder to the first one. And 2 pitches, 2 outs. That's actually pretty good for Jordan Hicks and getting his numbers down. And now with the lefty coming up, I'm going to go to Mackenzie Gore. I said last episode I wanted to bring him in when I had the chance to try and manually get his numbers down. And this seems like a pretty good opportunity. Lefty who doesn't hit lefties well in a spot where we're already down 2, so it doesn't matter a ton if he doesn't come through. And there we go, he got the out. Now let's see if we can manufacture a couple runs here. Top of the order, flame-throwing righty coming in, hasn't given up a run, hasn't blown a save. We definitely don't have an easy road ahead here. But we do have the part of the lineup that I would want. Happ, Garcia, Juan Soto. Oh, that couldn't stay fair. Game, help me out a little bit. Early on 101 inside. He went right back to it, and it was perfectly on the edge. I don't know if that was on the swing or if it was just a called strike, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Ran that one inside a bit. We'll take our base runner for Juan Soto. Tying run coming up to the plate. Oh, I thought I was on that. I was under and late. Okay, I wasn't on it at all. Oh, I don't know how, but I somehow didn't see that coming in well. I should have let it rip anyway. Oh, I fouled it off. Oh my god, okay. Oh, I'm too early now. 102. And then he... Oh, there's no way that I just dropped the PCI that bad on 3-2. Okay, regroup. We still have Meneses, the MVP. Can I make a good swing? Oh my god, I'm having good timing after good timing. The PCI's in the dirt. Okay, that's gonna drop in. That was a good swing. We got 2 on. Tying run at first. We don't have anybody left on the bench, though, to have more speed. Yeah. I was gonna say I don't remember seeing Ruiz on the bench, so I can't take out Alfaro. At least we have a runner on second, so the clutch rating's active. But yeah, the righty-righty matchup is not what we want right now with Alfaro. Okay, 2-0 count. I'm not even gonna swing at this next pitch. I'm not gonna make an out earlier than I need to if he's gonna be wild. Okay, that could have gone either way. That's unfortunate. And I bit on the circle change. So once again, we don't make the comeback. I threaten. I act like I might do something, and then I drop the PCI all the way below the zone on a fastball right down the middle. I still can't believe that's how a 10-pitch at-bat ended. This is taking way longer to turn around than I was anticipating. I mean, last season, we started out like 0-8, but we kind of turned it around pretty quick. By this amount of games, we were back to around or above 500. But right now we just can't get anything going. We're not playing super bad to where our record is like unsavable, but we're also not making any progress. And this is a long losing streak. Wow. Without even any negative momentum, we just got swept. Well, now that record is starting to look bad. We got a tie game against the Dodgers. I want to play it right now. I'm not gonna end the episode yet. We're 7.5 back, down to 87 projected. Gotta pick up this win. It's not free. We don't have the lead. We gotta take the lead. I think this is actually the first one of these kind of games where we're tied and we don't either have to make a comeback or have to just hold on to a lead. We got to do something. Bottom 7 and Adon's still in. That's a pretty good sign. We have 2 hits from Kiermaier with 3 driven in, all 3. Is this his breakout game? Maybe, hopefully, probably not. Adon's gone 6, given up 3 earned, 6 punch outs, only walked 1. That's a quality start if it ended here. I don't remember how much energy he had. He has a little bit. I could just take him out now, though, to be safe. Couple lefties coming up, especially Lux hits righties better. Yeah, I'm just going to take him out. We'll go Mantiply. Let's get one of my most trusted arms in the game here. Crazy thing is this so far would be considered a down year for Mantiply since I've gotten him. Wow, it says Braves win 7th straight game at the bottom, and we're on a massive losing streak. That is the exact kind of thing you don't want to be seeing. There we go. I think he was behind that. He didn't know if he wanted to swing or not. And that, it's not going to be 2. That's just a bad animation on a slower ground ball like that. It's another grounder for Rosario. We got the throw. He's going to get it there, and we're out of the inning. 3-3 game intact. It's Brewstar out there. This isn't going to be an easy at-bat. Okay, worked it to 3-1. I would love a walk. No, I didn't even think I pressed X all the way down. At least I fouled it off. And the sinker cutter combo on him is very difficult. Thought that was running away, and then it broke right back over the plate. That wasn't even on the edge. Okay, there's the walk, but Sheets was kind of the one I wanted to swing the bat with. Actually, do I want to bring in speed? I mean, we can kind of do the same thing as last game. I could bring in Lane Thomas to pinch run now, and then Bell to pinch hit for Kiermaier, and then just flip-flop them around. I think I'm going to do that. We're going to get the speed, 85 speed on first, just in case we hit one in the gap. Man, that exact pitch is giving me all sorts of trouble right now. Are you... At least it was in the air. I know Kiermaier's been the entire offense right now, but it's Josh Bell. Get in here, Josh. Do this game, which he didn't do last time. He's down to a 271 average now. I thought he was doing good. No shot. Oh, I know that's not a great swing, but game, something can go my way. I was going to say, do I have to be perfect? No. Because even when I am perfect, it was an out. You know, why do I feel like the last 2 years in a row facing the Dodgers in the playoffs, I don't remember facing Gratterall once. And did you have to make that play as difficult as possible, Garcia? That's why you got all sorts of errors this year. Going to Efros now with the righties coming up. There we go, right to Chapman. That's how you feel the ground ball, Garcia. All right, nice little inning there. Couple ground outs and a punch out. Keep it where it's at. Let's maybe score this time. I really, all the way back to that game in AA with Simone Muzziotti, when I had that laser down the right field line in my first at bat, I was thinking, okay, I'm finally on for an episode of March to October. I'm finally going to hit well. That was kind of wrong. There we go, Hap. That's getting down. That's a leadoff double. That's exactly what we need right now. That's actually perfect because now Garcia comes up with the clutch rating active because the runner's on second. That's big for a lefty-lefty at bat. What? 182 average with runners in scoring position. But this is Mr. Clutch. Yeah, you show him, Garcia. That's why you are Mr. Clutch. Back-to-back doubles to lead off the ninth, and that's the lead. And there we go. There's a walk for Soto. That's what he does. I would have liked to keep stringing hits together, but we'll take another base runner, even if it does mean the double play's in order. Oh, no. See, that's another one. I am all over that, and it's just not an amazing swing, but with a guy like Meneses up with that power, you could easily turn that into a good enough swing. It's fine, though. We still have a pretty good matchup here with Alfaro against the lefty. Only one out. And, of course, he's just going to ground into the double play. On a really nice swing, too. Like, there is a lot to like about that swing. At least we did what we needed to do, though, and took the lead. Even if I kind of got screwed over in the rest of that inning. So in comes Sir Anthony Dominguez. I don't want to jinx anything, but still a perfect 10 for 10. 6, 7, 8 coming up, but 6 is still Will Smith. All right, we got him. Fastball by him inside. Rolled over. Chapman should handle that. There's 2. 1 out away from the first win of this season that I can actually be proud of. There we go, out in front of it for strike 2. Let's go right back to the slider. And we got him. He was sitting heat. Sir Anthony Dominguez closes out another one. 11 saves for him, and I finally pick up a win that I had to do something in. This might actually be a 3 fireball game. Not the kind of win that's going to set us on fire like a comeback win would have, but it's definitely going to turn things around a little bit in the short term here, and at the very least, it puts an end to that losing streak we were on. So what's this going to look like here? We are pretty much neutral negative. That's actually a pretty decent sized fireball there. Hopefully, we get some wins. Or continue losing without using the momentum. See, that's been the problem. Even when I do get some momentum that could be used, we just continue to lose. All right, this Peter Francisco fully scouted. He's, see, this is still what I don't get about this game, because his current overall is better than his potential. So he could just be like a D potential, but he could be like a 77 overall. But on this screen, it still says the present attributes are lower than all the future attributes. So like, if his potential's lower, I don't know. I did this exact thing last year, and the only conclusion I came to is one of the two screens is lying. All right, we got another new guy to scout here, another 18-year-old, which I'm not the biggest fan of because then it takes 2 weeks to scout fully, but this dude, Chad Bennett, really does look like a Chad here based on what he could be, but so many of these have been wrong. But look at the fielding. Everything fielding wise has a future ceiling of 99, and then the hitting is pretty good too to back it up, plus a big power bat against righties if that's to be believed. So I'm excited to see what he could be. Then we'll go ahead and continue advancing on, and there we go, there's a win. Can't really be trading wins and losses, though. We got to stack some wins. Okay, it's a call-up. I got all excited hoping it was a fast track, but a call-up is good, too. Now all I have to do is figure out who to send down, and it's most likely just going to be Isan Diaz. So we're going to make the move, bring up CJ Abrams back into the bigs, send Isan Diaz back down, and biggest of all, starting at the beginning of next episode, we will get the chance to get CJ Abrams a boost. So that is where I'm going to go ahead and call this episode. We're still scratching and clawing to get back into the mix here and turn the season around, but a win in our last game and a CJ Abrams boost would be instrumental in getting this season back on track. So guys, as always, if you enjoyed today's episode, do me a favor, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. But that's it for today. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.